Okay, I think we're live. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let me just make sure everything's going okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah, apparently we're live. Yep. Hi guys, so I hope everything's hope everyone's alright. Sorting out a few things. Cool. I'll wait for people to get in. Hi Joe, hi Sam, hi Kenny. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you can hear me okay. We'll find out soon anyway. Buenos dias to you too. Hello. Oh, hi Steve. Hola. Hope the pub was fun. Eden John. Of course, pub's always fun. Yeah, definitely. I'm good, Sam. Hope you're doing good, and I hope everyone else is doing good too. Good. No, I should be okay tonight. Not going to throw up right now. I think I generally did overdo it on the fags that day. Yes, it's gone. Yes, I'm starting afresh, starting anew. Cardinal Chunder, yes, indeed. So I think with this live stream, I just want to talk about a few of the things. The podcast I'll be doing with Steve, or aka Living History UK, who's in the chat. Please check out his YouTube channel, website, and his TikTok as well. He's got over 50,000 followers on TikTok now, so yeah. Also, I've got one too, so yeah, cool. No, see you in a bit, John. See you in a bit. So yeah, check out his all his stuff there. Well worth having a look into. So yeah, but yeah, this we talking about the podcast, as well as talking about other little things here and there, and just having a general chat as well. Because I briefly did like a test live stream about a couple of weeks ago, and I was meant to do like another one. You know how you know if you follow this channel for a while, you know I'm crap at keeping stuff on time. So yeah, it's been a bit of a yeah. Praying to the porcelain priestess, yeah. God, bloody hell. I do have Instagram, but I haven't used it in a very long time. Very long time. Yeah, I've got like a Facebook and that, and I've got my own Facebook page as well. So if you want to follow me on there, just Jake Brown. If you want to friend me on Facebook generally, or it's oh god, I've bloody forgotten actually. Give me a second. Yeah, so the British Army Century at War is my like Facebook page I've got set up. Again, I haven't been on that for a while, but I'll hopefully be uploading some more stuff to that soon. 15 minutes, so no worries, Joe. No worries. You said you got to take your dad to the doctors, so it's fine. Yeah, so we'll have a little chat. So there's quite a few people here now. Crikey. Oh, there's only 4. There's more. Oh, so basically, within the next week or 2, or maybe a little bit longer, trying to get some things sorted out, me and Steve, or aka again Living History UK, will be doing a podcast. So it'll be called The Uncontemptibles. We'll be hopefully we'll record some episodes beforehand, and then release them probably fortnightly, so every 2 weeks. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to get them on. Hopefully upload it to Spotify, maybe Google Music, and all those sort of things, etc. And see how we go. I'll be using something called Zencastr, so I'm trying to work around that, how to sort of do it. I'm currently on a free trial, so I'll see how that goes anyway. So yeah, that'd be fun. Do you know any decent Louis Armstrong? I do know some good Louis Armstrong tributes. There's one guy I can't think of his name at the moment. I don't know, but I thought it rings a bell. But yeah. Yeah, no, the podcast will be good. Good one, Steve. No, Sam. Yeah, no, it'd be good. So the first couple of episodes, we've sort of been introducing what we're going to be doing, the podcast, etc., and then we'll have an episode or two about like how I started in reenactment and living history and etc. And then Steve will do one for him as well. We'll also have some guests on, etc. Also, we will have episodes on whatever topic that really suits us, really, and we'll also take suggestions as well. So whatever you feel will be a good thing. Sorry if it seems really yellow in the background. The light is the colouring of this camera is really weird. Probably excited for it. Yeah, definitely, Steve. Yeah, no, it'd be good. Awesome. Wicked. Yeah, so if I quickly bring up, if I get it up on the, where is it? Right here it is. Are you taking part in the LM show? Oh, that's my stomach going. Oh yeah, you know I am, mate. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I went fucking blank then. I'm doing BF 1940. I'm with Simon and that, and Mika. Yeah. So a lot of people, everyone else won't get that, but yeah, I'm doing 1940 BF. Thanks so much for this opportunity. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, so you can sort of see that. Sorry, freaking glare. Yep, you won't see it. Let me bring down the brightness a bit. Yeah, you can't see that for fuck. Oh well, no, it's fine. Screw that. Oh, that's better on the screen now, actually. Jesus. Yeah, so thank you for Steve for reminding me about that. Yeah. So we're doing the Lord Mayor's show. So Lord Mayor's show is basically like a parade they have through London on the 13th. So it's on a Saturday. And basically they have like, all sorts of things there, from charities to scout groups to God knows what else. All big parades, all televised. On the BBC and that. And yeah, we'll be taking part. We'll be guests of Seven Rifles, I think it is, you said? Is that a question for me, Kenny, or is that for Living History? If it's for me, then yes, I definitely do. Check out a couple of my videos. I've got a couple of videos on like Northern Ireland kitten, Falklands, etc. British Army of the Rhine. I've been able to do that for a while properly. But I do love doing Cold War. It's a lot more easygoing than doing like first or second, but I still enjoy all of them. So I think I put this on a slight speedier mode of. Yeah, I've been doing. Oh, where did you get? Yeah, so I've got a couple of deactivated weapons, etc. So I've got two Leonfields. I've got a Birmingham Small Arms number 1 Mark III Star, so it's 1918 dated. I've also got a number 4 Mark 1 made by Savage, so in the United States, marked US property, etc. Very nice. They're both deactivated. The rest I've got mainly like a mini airsoft replicas, so just in case of just how it works really. Places I get them, it's a range of different places. So I know a few people have been doing airsofting for a few years. I haven't done it in a while though. I got stuff through there. The number 1 Mark III I've got, so the SMLE was my dad's. He bought in the 80s. The number 4 I bought 2 years ago, I think it was, for a mate who has a shop down in Weymouth. So, and else things are otherwhere. Really gotten popular. Yeah, it has gotten really popular. Yeah, no, it's crazy because talking to my dad, etc. Because my dad did what 20 years in the army, 74 to 94. And yeah, when I'm collecting this kit, etc., he's a bit of standard that now this stuff's all collectible stuff that when he left the army, you just want to get rid of. It's crazy. A lot of guys have the similar thought as well. He's been getting. Oh, wicked! What do you normally do for the Cold War Milsim? I do like British Army with the Rhine, etc. When doing them sort of Milsims, because we did one a couple of years ago. I think the last Cold War Milsim I did was probably 2018 in November. We did sort of like a Cold War scenario, like we're in Italy kind of thing. But yeah, it was really, really good. And I did like British there. I generally do that anyway. The only sort of like other nation kit I have is I do German World War II as well, and I have a small bit of like Vietnam kit, but that's about it. But yeah. Oh, what a dive! Yeah. Oh, you really got to get an infield, Joe. They are really, really good. Shame I can't. Shame I don't have live fire. Shame I don't have a license. God, the UK is annoying for licenses. But you know how it is. BO1 Panzer Grenadier. Oh, for kid. Nice. That's good. Oh, good NBA as well. Oh, wicked. That's really, really cool. No, the NBA stuff's really cool because I'd like to do a comparison eventually. A friend of mine's going to hopefully arrange for me to do a comparison with Swiss gear, with British Army of the Rhine at the same period, so 70s, 80s kind of thing. So that's in the pipes as well for eventually. But yeah, so yeah, I do really need to get back onto the thing because I've been so busy at the moment. So with like work and trying to get into the thing with this podcast, etc., with other things, and obviously trying to expand the TikTok as well, because that's actually been a real big boost actually for getting reaching out there really. So because with the YouTube channel, it's very, very difficult to grow views and grow subscribers because I think about 210 now currently. With the TikTok, within the space of a month or so, I've gone from 0 to almost 800 now, which is crazy. Literally today alone, I've got 50 extra followers, which is crazy. That's just from some of the videos I posted. So from the weekend I just did. So yeah, it's great. How is that's money number 4 here or beyond expensive. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the thing is, like within the UK though, like live fire number 4s and SMLEs etc. are fairly cheap, because getting the licenses etc. So they're not too expensive. So roughly around about £500 roughly for a decent one, I say, depending. Like DX are going up in price, stupid price now. It's crazy. Like L1A1 SLR DX are like £1,000 now, which is what, about $1,700, which is fucking ridiculous. Really, really is. When will the podcast come out? Don't know yet. Don't know about the podcast yet in the way of dates wise, because we've got to record episodes etc. So Steve's going to hopefully. Yeah, it is the videos you posted to me, mate. Yeah, but hopefully we'll have some videos some episodes recorded soon. I think Steve said he's going to try and sort out like the recording gear, etc. It's just a case of working around how we're going to do it. Yeah, so again, keep watching this space. Well, check this channel and my TikTok and all other things, and also Steve's end as well, Living History UK. Just to see when the first episode would drop, but that will mainly be like an introductory kind of thing. They'll probably be maybe from half an hour to an hour long in general, depending on what the topic is, but roughly maybe about a half an hour to 45 minutes on a general basis anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. Yes, yeah. So Living History UK is hopefully doing will hopefully be doing a like festival kind of thing next year, similar to the We Have Waste Festival. If you saw any of that from the historian James Holland and the comedian Al Murray, they did something a couple of weeks ago, which was which was absolutely brilliant. So this festival will be obviously around the Living History UK thing as it is. I'll be probably doing a couple of talks there, along with other people. We'll hopefully have other guests in to do talks, etc., etc. And this will all coincide with through the podcast as well. I think them coincide with each other would be really, really good to get into the thing. Yeah. And they're gonna kit is so much lighter than the. Yeah. So. Yeah. It is like. Is that Panzergrenadier Bundeswehr or NVA? Just 1 second. But I'll do that 58 pattern more than that. It's yeah. Yeah, 15 is about cheap as fun. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Yeah, no. Ammunition I know in the States is getting ridiculously expensive. It's like everywhere else at the moment. And yeah, 5.56 is it's cheap as chips as well. About that anyway. That's a lot for not. Yeah, I know about it, mate. It's stupid. Especially with the EU law, bloody DAG clause that came in a while ago. That basically most dealers don't really abide by it now. Just don't really give a shit, which is good. But some do, and you're basically spending 600 to 700 to 800 freaking quid, double that for dollars, on basically a piece of welded shit, which is a shame, really. I've been going down to the SL. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. I do really want to get one of the new gas boat Stens though. I know Steve's got one, and they're very, very nice. My mate, Rifle Moore, or Simon from Rifle Moore, channel, he managed to get given for one for review. I think he's still got it. I think he gets to keep it, lucky git. He got one of the Stunmark 5s, which looks absolutely awesome, and they function as strip exactly like a real one, so it's great. And yeah, it's definitely the route to go by because they're so much cheaper. Then again, I saw not even like 5 years ago. Actually, it was about 5 years ago. So STEM Mark V is being sold in the truckload, literally loads of them at Military Odyssey. So this is Detling in Kent, for about 250 quid each. STEM Mark Vs that could still cock and dry fire. It was great. They were 250 quid. It was brilliant. Good one, guys. Yeah, no worries, Johnny. Have a good one, mate. Hope your dad's okay. Don't know yet, Sam. Keep watching like Steve's TikTok, etc. Living History UK, I should say. Keep watching his TikTok, and there'll be updates there. It's still in the sort of like birthing phase of the whole thing. So he's talking to a few people about locations, etc. So yeah, it's still in the sort of like planning stages at the moment. So there's nothing really set in stone at the moment. Bundeswehr, yeah. I thought as much. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that Bundy stuff. It's really, really good. Oh, there you go, Sam. Somewhere in the Midlands. So, get any more Vega? No, that's fine. Living Chicay is from that area of the world. Anyway, he's a Brummie. He's from Tamworth. So, somewhere in the Midlands, yeah. Okay. My G3 strips and boxes. Yeah, that's nice, mate. That's nice. I would show some things on the live stream, but you know how YouTube is. You can sort of have it in the background, but you can't pick it. Oh, it's a bloody... Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. It's just like TikTok as well. They don't like stuff, like they don't anything that looks gun-like. You have to say fake gun or whatever it is on stream or on the video itself. No worries, Sam. Have a good one, mate. Yeah, you do. It's a bit of a minefield of shit. But you know that's we've got to play the game, haven't we? Got to play the game. We're going 22 minutes already. Crikey! So let me just turn the telly off. Put the telly on still. There you go. Dog's gone somewhere. I think she's gone in the bedroom. Just looking through some of the other comments if I missed any. If I missed any, I'm sorry. So anything new with anyone else today? There's only a couple of people in still. I don't know if John's back at all. Okay, so quick thing I'll get into. Roughly is along the lines of the Living History Festival, Living History UK Festival kind of thing. So I mentioned it in what was your favourite part of the event last weekend? Wallingford. Obviously, you probably do mean Wallingford, Steve. Well, the part after I vomited at the side of a train, because I felt a lot better, was great. The part where Pete got up and started singing was absolutely hilarious and was out of time throughout the whole bloody thing. The first, third, and second time we did it. So yeah, that was hilarious. But no, it was a good event. It really, really was. Shame it pissed it down on the bloody Saturday, and I freezed my bollocks off on Friday night. But no, it was great. It was really, really good. I haven't done a railway event in a long time. Yeah, it was good. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, as I was saying, so it's linking to what I commented in the chat on Living History UK's live stream earlier was about one of the topics I would like to speak on possibly. So that is around Operation Sea Lion. So I have some nitpicks about some of the history in that I've seen along past, well, through the years, etc. about Britain would fall and all this sort of jazz and all that sort of shit. I'll go into it further in like an actual video, and I'll probably do like a full like live stream itself just on that topic. And obviously, I'll be hopefully doing a talk on it at the festival or wherever else, because that's something I'm quite sort of passionate about, along with some other topics as well, obviously. I should get some dog. Oh, that's really good. Some bunny dog tags, yeah. Yeah, it was good, mate. Yeah, it was good. I don't know how delayed this is. These comments, because they're coming really delayed. Yeah, I don't know how delayed this is. I might have to change. Yeah, they're a good bunch of guys, Steve. Yeah. Let me see if I can change this. Edit. Give me a second. See if we can adjust this. If it let me. Probably look like a right fucking idiot doing this at the moment. Never known. Nothing new there, really. Here we go. Take that off. Save. There we go. There we go. Wow, crikey. Okay. There was a really good documentary about how far the Germans would have made it. Played out like a war game. Yeah, so there was a documentary sort of mini-series, like a 3-parter, about 10 years ago or something, 10 years ago? Might have been a bit less, called The Real Dad's Army. Now, the second part, I think it was the second part, the second part basically looked into the defences of Britain and the work of an organisation called the Defence of Britain Project, which looked into sort of plotting, finding all the defences, etc. around the UK. And then the end of the episode, or the last sort of 10-15 minutes, they looked into the war game which was done in the 70s at Sandhurst, where they basically had military advisors and officials, and also guys who were there during the period of the planned invasion who helped plan it. Also, it paired up to aces as well, Adolf Galland and another and a Spitfire pilot ace, and sort of played out the war game as if was in 1940. And so, like, if the Germans carried on with bombing airfields, etc., and pushed back the RAF, etc., etc., and then went forward the planned invasion. Obviously, this is hoping that some things go right, etc. Obviously, you've got the Kriegsmarine crossing the Channel with most of their invasion fleet within, say, river barges, which would sink in no more than a light swell, crossing the Channel, which is a very, very rough sea. So hoping that things will go to plan for the first stage of the attack. But stop quickly. What's your favorite defensive structure? 1940. I'm not very good with the names of the like pillboxes, etc. But I do quite like the like smaller anti-tank gun like pillboxes, like the 2-pounder ones. Like I think like the one up the road by the Swan, just up from where I live by the river, just obviously next to the Thames, is quite a nice little one. Yeah, the Type 28s. That's the one. Couldn't remember the. Yeah, no, it's a pretty good documentary. But yeah, so yeah, and they plan it all out, etc. And they do the scenarios, etc. And the Germans invade, and basically it sort of goes on the lines of the first day we go to the Germans. They would have suffered a lot of casualties landing, because the British defence plan basically was you had many different stop lines of defences, etc. So pillboxes, anti-tank ditches, slit trenches, barbed wire, minefields, and other contraptions. For example, it was planned to use mustard gas on the beaches. it was planned to use. Basically, in 1939, 1940, the British had a huge reserve of fuel, a huge reserve. Fuel was on the ration. However, they had a massive reserve to use for whatever purpose they saw fit. They would use it in roadblocks to set up on fire to stop troops coming down the road, etc. We will have to do a walk-up video. Definitely, mate. We definitely have to. Come down my way, mate. I know there's a bunch of stuff you're near your way, but if you come down, we'll go like a walk along the Thames or something up my way. It'd be really, really good. And there's a couple of them literally less than 10-minute walk from my house as well, which is great. I think it's different to come up your way and look at some around there. Suffolk, where I live, is covered in. Yeah, they're absolutely everywhere. So, just a short walk away, there's one on that side of the town, and there's another one up that way, which is just on someone's land. And there's also some anti-tank cylinders as well. Yes, the oil barrel mortars, etc. And they would have almost like a flamethrower kind of contraption, which would be lying across like the back of a beach, which would then troops would come ashore. It would then deploy, and basically anything that was along the sea line and basically pour oil into the sea and set it alight as well. It would be hell. It would be absolutely hell. And that was just the defences of the beach alone. Much, much more, I would say not cruel, but also more terrifying than what a lot of the Germans had during the Atlantic War as well, really. Like single... Yeah, basically. So, very, very effective. And as I said, we planned to use mustard gas on the beaches as well, which would have been horrendous for any attacking force. You're having to get off a land aircraft and fight your way up a beach, and then you're being hit with basically a nerve agent kind of thing. So, it's crazy. Oh God, is that you, Joe? He said she was 12. If that is Joe, might be. Oh no. You've seen the video as well, then. What a day! Jesus Christ. Welcome to my life. So, where was I? Yeah, so the defences of the beaches would have been insane. And then you go inland, and then you've got many other different defensive lines. And when you look at, say, a pillbox or a defensive line, or etc., or you see just a single pillbox in the field, that wasn't the what a day. That wasn't the end of the defences. There'll be slit trenches, barbed wire, communication trenches, possibly, minefields, and God knows what else built into that, etc., across the entire area. And then you add in, if the Germans are landing there, all road signs have been removed, so they don't know where they are. Basically, the war game planned out that the Germans would have lasted about a week. They would have got maybe 90 miles, maybe not even that, into the UK. They wouldn't have even reached the main stop line, which was the GHQ line. They would have reached probably the Winston line, and that would have been it. And then, because all these sort of things about all Britain would have fallen, they never take into account the Royal Navy, they never take into account Bomber Command, and there's a massive plethora of reserves that Britain had, even after Dunkirk. Like, by the time of the German, Dunkirk happened in May. By the time the German invasion was planned for September. By the time then, a lot of the British units that had escaped from Dunkirk had most of their small arms and heavy weapons, most of them anyway, replaced. There was an entire Canadian division which was in the UK at the point. There were two armoured divisions within the UK. There were troops being trained that had joined up in 1939 and early 1940. That would have been equipped by this point. You had the whole Home Guard at this point as well, half of which had been equipped by that sort of point by September point in the war. And even if, say, the invasion happens slightly later, say in early 41, you have a lot more units within the UK to. Thank you, Joe. Fucking Hubble. My friend but replicas say behind progress. Oh, that's really cool. Fully kitted out with. Oh, that's brilliant, mate. That's really, really good. Sorry, the auxiliaries. Yeah, the auxiliaries. Yeah, that's another thing as well. You have all these units, and I said, like, the population of southern England, especially around Kent, etc., aren't going to be very, very helpful to the Germans, because they've seen what happened in Denmark, Poland, Holland, Luxembourg, France, Belgium, and Czechoslovakia, Austria, everywhere else. They've seen what happened, and in Norway, they've seen what happened there. They're not going to be helpful at all. It's going to be absolute fucking hell. It's crazy. So basically the prediction was through the war game that they did in Sandhurst, where the Germans were basically last week until, well, a few days later, the Royal Navy would be in the Channel. Basically, after the invasion was spotted, the Royal Navy would set sail. And people say, "Oh, but the Luftwaffe would flatten the Royal Navy." No, it wouldn't. The Germans the Luftwaffe in 1940 was not very good at targeting vessels. Later on in the war, they were better at it. Like when they attacked like Royal Navy shipping in the Mediterranean, along with the Italian Air Force as well. But you've got air crew which aren't very skilled in attacking ships, which can travel at 30 knots, can maneuver any which way they want to, and are firing back at you. As well as the Germans not possessing anything that could really penetrate British battleship deck armor, not in case any aircraft carrier deck armor as well. And then you take destroyers, etc., which can maneuver very, very speedily. I'm ignoring you two. like children. And yeah, it's a really nitpicky kind of thing of mine where there's this whole sentence thing, or Britain would have fallen, they will all because, and then America came to their aid, etc., etc. Yeah, okay, whatever. Britain had a lot of fighting effort still left in her, especially with what was left in the UK still. Like, people think, oh, the BEF was their only thing. It's like, well, yes, the cream of the BEF got back to Britain and helped push on the war. Yeah, they were the experienced troops that were there going towards, so through the North African campaign, through Italy, and then into Northwest Europe as well, and also in the Far East as well. But you had a huge swath of volunteers in the early part of the war that were joining as well. So the other half just got home. You're right. Go lay down. Look. They want to say. No, go away.
Sorry. I'm just going to make my dinner. I'll shut the door though.
Yeah, no worries.
I love you, Sugar Plum.
For fuck's sake. Oh dear. Steve says hello.
Hi, Stevie baby.
I'm live streaming on YouTube.
I know.
I know you. Yeah, I know you, you bastard.
That's the only reason I'm doing it.
I know, because you're a cunt.
It's not a very nice thing to call me.
It's mutual though, isn't it? Oh, fuck off.
Anyway, get on the live stream. They don't have all day.
Oh, go in. Shut the door.
Rude.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's basically what I was getting at, really. It's a bit of a far-fetched thing that it would all gone tits up, really. But yeah. I'll let Joe and Steve have their fun. Any other questions still? I think it's a wonderful world, I think, to answer that question. A stalk brings him, Steve. I like the Frank Spencer one, though.
What you got with Josh? That would actually be a good match. With his communist views.
No, he's not invited to this stream.
I was going to say, you might be a good match with him, like, relationship-wise.
You can piss off.
You could talk about this sort of things with him and do live streams together. And talk about how great Putin is.
You can piss off, I wouldn't. Oh, God.
My nail fell off at the gym.
Lovely. Sorry.
How many people are watching right now?
There were more, but then you arrived.
How many? Does it tell you?
Only 3 at the moment. There were some more around here.
Does the 3 include you?
No, it does not include fucking me. Oh, dear.
Right.
Yes, I know you're having fun, Steve, you fucking bastard. No, I do not know where my lap goes when you stand up. No. Fuck's sake. It's always like the most convenient time, isn't it? It's great. It's great. But yeah, I don't know if Steve wants to maybe put in the chat roundabout things with the festival or his thoughts on the podcast. Well, I think the pedestrianisation of Norwich City Centre is not a great thing because you get rid of cars and buses, and it causes a massive problem for people trying to go to work. The same what they're trying to do at Oxford, which is a shithole. Christ. God, apparently he's a man of many talents, according to Kenny. Yeah, no, the podcast will be brilliant. It'll be really good. Just got to get all that sorted. And just trying to think out how I'm going to work all of it through. So that'll be fun. Okay.
Just nearly dropped that next back box.
Yeah.
Did you start a bit later then, rather than at 9?
That's up 9. Going through about 3/4 of an hour.
You just wait for more people to join them?
No, we had a few. It's been to and fro in, so.
Welcome to Fun with Flags.
Yeah, no, it'd be good. Looking forward to it. Whenever you can get it sort of in sort of the works. In the sort of works and you get it sorted, it'd be great. Cool. Any topics at all? I'm going to do anything right now if you want. No, I think it was the orange one I had before I vomited, mate. That was great. A new art installation on the side of the fucking train. I hope someone cleaned it up. Well, actually, no, I do feel sorry for who had to, really. So the only ones I have, well, the only one I have really is a PLC 349. So basically, the small. It's not a man pack. It says that the small portable Clansman. So this one of the smallest ones of the Clansman series you can get, really, which basically let you, with the way the strap system rig works, you wear it on your chest, basically. Large little whip wire aerial. And then normally comes with a throat mic, push to talk kind of thing. Yeah, I think I'll see a video on that soon. John Shanahan of Militaria has got some good videos on that, actually. I'll link it. Actually, I'll try and find the thing for it, actually. Give me a second. Just put on Militaria. But yeah, EIRE Militaria on YouTube. Not hard to miss. He's been doing some good videos, but yeah. He's in the chat though. Oh, shooting Clansman at the Muslim game. Kim with enough. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no. Clansman does get a band name. I quite like it. It has its own. Oh, you know, John. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, he's got a good video on the PLC 349. I think it's PLC 349. Yeah. Yeah, my one runs on. It's not the rechargeable battery, but it runs on like double O's. It's quite good actually. But I do need to try and sort it out so I can actually possibly use it for also like an event. I know obviously there's things about how that sort of stuff uses. Oh, yeah, no, they're a bit thingy when it goes. Or you wear like the man pack or like the metal frame, or were you in the 349? Does anyone pick up anything like new lately, or any new acquisitions, or whatever you want to say? Whatever you say, anyway. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, it's probably like the 349 then. If it's like the small, which is like the size of like a, can't really describe it really. I have to put like a picture up on like the on the Facebook page or whatever it is to sort of show you guys. But yeah, John does a video on the 349. It's like the small one that has like the over the arm kind of setup. Yeah, 349. Yeah. It's basically like yay big, and with a large whip aerial. I quite like it. It's a good little bit of kit. The way it sort of goes on your person or your body, and that is a bit strange, but it's how it is. But yeah, I think I'll be doing a few more videos, etc. in the future. Along the sort of Cold War line of stuff. I think I will do a video on the 349 as well. I don't really know how it properly works really, so but I'll do some stuff about that. Definitely some more stuff about Northern Ireland and BOR as well. Probably go into some stuff about the Berlin Brigade as well, because that's something that doesn't really get talked about much. I think the chocolate on that one from the ration. The new biscuits though you've got in the ration, Steve, are really, really good. I really like them, as you know from when you bought them on the weekend. Larkspur aerial pouch, £58. That's really good. £5 not bad. No, that's really good. You get some good stuff out of car boots and at like events, like shows and that. When they've got like the £5 or £10 piles, or even like pound piles, you can get some good stuff out there. Because some people just dump a bunch of stuff out of a bag or a box and don't give a shit. Okay. So living in UK, or Steve, he sells them for about I think it's 20 quid for just the box, and then it's 30 quid, I think, with all the contents, as far as I remember. I might be wrong, but you can clarify that in the comments. And they are really, really good. But as I said, my favourite part is probably the chocolate and the new biscuits he's got in the ration pack. Obviously, raw sweets are always good, and the oatmeal was really good as well, and the tea because it's really, really sweet, because it's basically like an energy drink, really. Yeah, no, they are really good. Yeah, I think they're about 30 quid for everything included. If you go on to Steve's channel or his TikTok, there's a link to his website where you can buy them. But yeah, saying about like stuff like car boots and that, there's a few things I picked up from like pound piles and that. I think I picked up a cover for like a pith helmet, which are like silly money these days, even because they're only like simple like cloth things. But I got it for like £1, and it was a named one as well. And picked up some Vietnam era stuff, like a old respirator bag, and I think I got it was a 44 pattern medical pouch thing as well. Quite nice and cheap as well, which was good. Yeah, £30 with contents, yeah. Yes, man. I do like a pith helmet. I'm trying to sort of get some stuff together to do possibly like Mesopotamia, like 1916, 17, 17 mainly, or even slightly earlier for like the Siege of Cook kind of thing. So I'm trying to make like a pugly, which is a pain in the ass. I need like the cloth for it, and you need like about 21 foot of it. It's a nightmare. There's a good video out from Far Off Station, his channel, where he talks about how to sort of do it, make a pugly, which is really, really helpful, because there's barely any videos out there to how to do it. So see the occasional diagram, which isn't very helpful with how the step by step goes, but yeah, it's very, very worth it. Yeah, I'll probably go for another maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. obviously this is sort of like the first sort of proper live. Well, this is the first live stream, really, technically, I've properly done, because the last one was just like a brief trying to figure out how it works whilst I was watching Steve's live stream. So yeah, on TikTok. But yeah, and hopefully I'll get to 1,000 followers on there soon. About actually, what am I at now? Have a look, because it's. Thank you though, Joe, for subscribing. Really appreciate that, mate. Let's have a look. 754 now. Crikey. It's getting a lot. Any other questions and topics still? Shout my way. I'll see what I can see how I can go on it. And not like where babies come from again, Stephen. Or where you
the vagina.
Thank you.
Or non-binary people with a uterus.
Oh God. I think we started with that. Jesus fucking Christ. That's all fun and games.
Men can have cervix. No, they can't. Sure, I don't have one.
Yeah, he is out of bed again.
Rude. I never went to bed.
That's what I put.
You put I went to bed.
No. I said he's out of bed again.
You'd be lucky if I got into bed with you, Joe.
Meow. Crikey. You're on a whale of a fucking time, aren't you, Steve? Bloody hell. But yeah, if posting like. Fuck's sake. Yeah, so before I put some topics out for you, probably for the next live stream, or you're right, John.
The omnipresent works, by the way.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You've had no problems. Yeah, fair enough. Probably it would be the 48-hour trench event. Generally because it was like nothing I've done before. Obviously I was tired as hell, sleep deprivation, but it was worth it. It was, yeah. I really look forward to the next one. So yeah, that was probably one of the best I've ever done. There are some ones that come close, but yeah, this was brilliant. Military Odyssey is good. I like Military Odyssey. I've done some good things there, some great nights, etc. War and Peace. It's great for shopping, but as far as a sort of living history reenactment event, it can go fucking doing as far as I'm concerned, because it's an excuse for morons to ride around on monkey bikes and act like dickheads. And where I almost got run over by a pissed bloke driving a Grant, basically. Yeah, that was great. Oh, yeah, yes, Steve, yeah. The horrible freaking noises you made whilst we're in the sap. Jesus Christ.
It's a juice move!
Don't you fucking start. Pardon me?
What fart?
Yeah, it was.
You can't do that on live stream because people don't watch.
I'm human too.
3 people.
There's 5 now.
Oh, well done.
To get on the list for the next one. Yeah. yeah. No, honestly, it's great. You have a lot of different like periods. You have like even like samurai stuff there, and and even like the Wild West village is brilliant because you can just go in the air. They're great people over there. Yeah, I did a bunch of different things at Odyssey. I've done World War II British, I've done German, I've done Cold War, etc. Yeah, it's a great event. Yeah, I haven't got my respirator nearby, so I'm afraid. So no, I think the last time I did War and Peace, doing like an event kind of thing, was I did again Cold War, and yeah, it was alright. I did do sort of tag along on the last day I was there, doing we were basically doing like hippies, like protesting the Vietnam War kind of thing. That was really good. That was brilliant. Yes, I have showed him. I have shown him that video. Yeah, no. War and Peace. It's good to buy some stuff because you get like traders over from like Europe and that, and you can get some good deals if you like try and basically work your way around and you pay them in euros rather than pounds. It become a bit cheaper. So always say if you're going to War and Peace, take some euros with you because it helps you can get some stuff cheaper. But apart from that, it's a bit off. Okay, Coke in that. Well, Pepsi. Anyway. Other beverages are available.
Sponsored by.
Don't. No, you don't. Don't.
Yeah, because you'll be censored.
Yeah.
Just a joke.
Steve's asking what you thought of the video of me with that backing thing that you put up.
To be honest, I thought it was your real voice.
Oh, thanks.
And
whilst I wasn't talking.
And yeah, but I think it was your internal voice, really. You matched the description quite well.
Yeah, he comes with the house, apparently. I'm going to get to polish my boots in a bit.
What did you say?
Someone said, where did you get the Batman?
Batman?
Like my servant kind of thing.
Servant? He should be so fucking lucky.
Yeah, I haven't been to Chatham yet. Well, military show anyway. But I was down there a few years ago on like a Royal Engineers course anyway. But I haven't been there. Hi mate, how you doing?
Not bad, you?
Stop biting. He came for a 2-for-1 with a punker waller. Yeah.
Oh, Jake, your bath water's really dirty.
Jesus Christ. You poor bit.
We could become viral.
You're bloody viral.
Plague Inc. Jake.
What?
This is what good pussy sounds like.
Oh, would you fucking stop? This is going well, isn't it? This is going great.
Let's be honest, they only come to hear me.
I didn't even know you were fucking here. Oh my god, okay. Okay.
Steve enjoys it.
I know fucking Steve does, he takes pleasure in taking the piss. Now the thing is, this is recorded as well, so it's going to stay on there.
Forever.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, the viewers have shot up. It's true, the viewers have shot up since you got back.
I told you.
I know,
they always do. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about...
Do you want to take over?
Today we're going to be talking about this hat. And this hat is important because it covers a good crotch. You can balance it on your crotch, and it makes an excellent addition to people's homes. I would recommend it to all of you out there looking to spice up your love life. And link can be found in the bio.
Mind me while I go out and fucking blow my head off, so great.
I've lost interest now, I'm having dinner.
Good. God.
He's the medic from the Wild Geese.
Yeah, you don't get that reference, do you?
Jake Brown only fans. Yeah, but you need to have fans to do that.
Why have you gone more fucking camp than you normally are?
Because I'm surrounded by women.
What?
You!
Oh, fuck off. Oh, God,
Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my pasta.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Leave the fucking Pepsi in the fridge. Other beverages are available in the fridge.
Sponsored by Pepsi. And raspberries.
So, I'm in eternal hell. As you can see, this is fucking hell. Okay. Oh, dear. What's going on, guys? More camp than people. This camp was a bit of a fucking settlement, I think. But the reference to wild geese is fucking hilarious. Brought you by Dettol. Brought you by, I don't know, about antidepressants, I think. Or, I don't know. Thank God I made tea. Alright, considering with the interruption, we're going to go on a little bit longer. Now he's stuffing his face, we can get on with stuff. So, any questions that aren't related to that? But I know you're probably going to ask. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I'll hopefully so you want to drop any suggestions for videos in the comments. I can try and what's the next project for you? So as I said previously in the live stream, obviously John, you had to go do some stuff. I hope you'll be doing I will be doing a podcast with Steve of Living History UK. He's just going to say it's a hat made out of metal, mate. It's going to go. I doubt it. He doesn't really give a shit. That's the problem. Some of it he does, but most of the time he's just like, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll be doing a podcast, so me and Steve of Living History UK, hopefully soon. Also, other things in the pipe work, and hopefully helping out with Living History UK's products, also with the Living History UK festival that will hopefully be taking place next year. So it'll be good. Oh, God. Oh. That would be funny. Come on, my beauties. Oh, I've got to watch that now. God, it's been the highlight of the night. That is. But how are you doing, Buffin Boy, anyway? I think one of my favourite characters, though, from Wild Geese is probably Sandy, the Sergeant Major, because he's fucking hilarious. Of course, yeah, it's been a bit hectic. Podcast sounds on. Yeah, no, the podcast will be good, mate. So the first sort of episode we'll be doing will be sort of introduction to the whole thing. It'll be fairly short, but introduction to the whole thing. And the next sort of episode will be not long after that, which will be talking about our individual kind of experiences with like reenacting and living history and all this sort of thing. Mainly the living history side of it because it's what it's a bit better. Of my experiences and then Steve's as well. And then go into sort of topics around what we either suggested by our listeners or on here or whatever. And things that sort of would also have guests on. So people that have been seen on probably the channel before, my channel and Steve's, etc., and our TikToks, etc. Also other guests that we will hopefully get involved in it as well. I think some good ones, and we'll have sort of like specialist talks as well. So the main meat of the episode will be, say, someone who's specialist on the subject. So, like for example, our friend Ramsey, who knows a lot about like rations and things, etc. And also, you could talk a bit about the Airborne Assault Museum as well. So, and things along that lines, and also our mutual friend Simon from the Ruffle Moore channel as well. Hopefully, we might get him on some as well, and vice versa, and other people to an extent. So, and obviously, hopefully get John on as well, so he can talk about stuff about like the IUC and stuff in Northern Ireland because like he's very very versed in that. So, if John will ever want to do it. Yeah, meet the gang, mate. Yeah, definitely. That was hilarious, though. Just seeing that constantly was just brilliant during the event last weekend. I'll probably go into about 20 past. For another 10 minutes, and I think we'll knock on the head. But any more questions, please go ahead. Any suggestions for videos? Because I need to get some more stuff out on the YouTube channel because that's where my main. Obviously, I've got a lot of followers now on TikTok, but the YouTube thing is where my main meat of the whole thing because there's only so much you can get out in like a maximum 3-minute video, and I can't live stream at the moment on TikTok, so it's a bit of a hectic thing there. I couldn't properly sort of edit and go into sort of things with the YouTube. It's a shame about my airborne video, which is a bit of a nightmare. Which I sort of had to sort of put back into private because the way YouTube edited it down and sort of ballsed it up really, which is a shame really. But yeah, it's just how it is because I put a lot of effort into that, a lot of time. Well, just how it is, isn't it? I don't know if anyone's been watching the. So if you go on the Victims Machine Gun Collection or Association, YouTube channel, or the Armourer's Bench, they've been doing some videos on sort of myth kind of thing that's brought up in the Siege of Jadotville, about like the Bren and the number 14, all this stuff. So that's been quite interesting. And also on the Armourer's Bench, they've got a podcast at the moment which is called Film On. I can't remember it. It's basically talking about like war films, etc., which is really, really good. The idea of British kit being used in classic Doctor Who. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, no. Actually, that's a really good idea, mate. Using unit. Oh God, that takes it back. Yeah, I think one of my favourite Doctors is Tom Baker, but also I forgot his name now. I think he was before Tom Baker. He played Wurzel Gummidge. Okay, Belgium, the week. Yeah, definitely, John, definitely. Maybe a video about getting a cheaper loadout from 90s kit together. Yeah, that's a good idea. John Pertwee, thank you, mate. Yeah, he's my dad's. I know he's my dad's favourite. My dad's doctor. Technically, my doctor was Christopher Eccleston, but then kind of David Tennant. Preferred David Tennant, but like classic doctors, it's John Pertwee and Tom Baker. Just to let you know, it is not a myth. It was not a sniper, it was a Bren gunner that took the pop. Yeah, I was thinking as much, yeah. Because they were looking into it. Well, it was sort of the myth posed by within the film that like the sniper asked for the Bren to be brought up kind of thing. I think that's what they were looking into thing. But in the way of the sheet they've done, they've got 4 different Brens. So they've got a Mark 1, a Mark 2, and then it's a Mark 1 with a Mark 3 barrel, I think it was. And then they've also got an L4 Bren along with the number 4T. And they're doing like shots at like a couple hundred yards. I think it's 400 yards, whatever it was, to see the accuracy, etc., and just sort of see how it would perform, etc. Because in the film, it's just a bit like what the guy who asked for the Bren to be brought up already has a number 4T with him. It just seemed a bit odd, so they just wanted to look into sort of like how that would actually play out, really. So it's kind of like a myth, but not really, and they wanted to see how it would work, and it's actually really good. I was watching it earlier, and definitely worth a watch if you like the sort of like analytical kind of sort of thing, and analysis and that sort of thing. And they're all on the range as well, and they're firing. And in the UK with Brens, so it's great. Hi, Ricardo. How you doing, mate? Long time no see. Because Ricky's here, actually, I'll go on for a bit longer. How's life on the Italian plains? That's fair enough. That's cool. Good, mate. Good on you. We've seen The Men Who Want War. The Men Who Went to War, sorry. It rings a bell. It rings a bell. It does ring a bell. Definitely have to look into that. But I've been looking into a few other things. I know I've been a film suggestion I've got to watch is Privates on Parade, which is sort of about like an NC unit, a cabaret kind of unit during the war, which I know I've seen bits of in the past, or at least seen the whole film before. 2 Men Who Went to War. I don't know if I ever give that a watch. But yeah, Privates on Parade, which has John Cleese in it, which is quite funny. I think I've definitely seen bits of it before. A film suggestion for you guys if you're interested in like para stuff, or market garden in general. Obviously, you've got British Fire. Obviously, that's the main one, really, which is great. Don't get me wrong, I do love it. Some of my best bits actually aren't the airborne bits. But the one I would really suggest is Theirs Is the Glory. So Theirs Is the Glory was literally made, I think it was 1947, right after the war. Filmed it basically within the ruins of Arnhem itself, with what was left after the battle, including actual working Panthers and gunners, what else, which they literally shot at because they didn't think they were going to need them again. With a lot of the guys who were at Arnhem and who were in the 1st Airborne Division at the time. And it's just brilliant, and it's absolutely brilliant. Definitely worth a watch. It's on YouTube, about an hour and a half long or so. There's great scenes in it with like the pirates and other things. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. I think we'll probably do like a war film podcast. My personal favourite war film is The Battle of Britain. I just love the music in it, the cinematography of it. It's so beautifully shot. Yes, it has its faults, obviously, with some of the drawbacks of some of the aircraft they use aren't perfectly accurate, but it's such a minor detail, which is not really much, because they look like Messerschmitts and they look like HE-111. So yeah, Battle of Britain is just it's one of my favourite films, probably my favourite film, and then war film on top of that. So yeah, second place comes probably British Fire and things like Great Escape, and the usual kind of things. And there's also like, as I said, like Theirs Is the Glory and things like that. But yeah, definitely a look in. if you get a chance to. Danger Close is a good film. Yeah, there's some little bits where like some of the actors falls a bit short. Some of the lines just seem a bit like cliche kind of thing. But apart from that, it's actually a really, really good film. It's about two dental soldiers who want action. They nick a boat and go to France with some loaded revolvers and satchels and grenades. Oh, wicked! That sounds quite cool. I'd actually have to get it a watch. Two men went to war. Okay, I'll put that on my watch list. Have you seen Forgotten Battle? The Forgotten Battle by Netflix. I don't know actually. Yeah. What's it about, Rick? I think I've seen it. I've seen it in passing, but never really gets into it. Oh god. Did you see the documentary about Long Time Good Watch? No, I haven't seen the documentary yet. I've seen the film, but I haven't seen the documentary yet. I do like stuff about the Aussies and that, especially like during Vietnam, because it doesn't get talked about that much, really. There's a great actually audiobook about Vietnam from the Australian perspective, which is really good. Which is definitely worth. I think I've seen. Let me see if I can find what it's called. Give me a tick. It's an Argentine film. Okay, I have to give it a watch. Is it about Falklands, is it? Should look it up. Oh, okay, cool. I have to give it a look. Also, actually, a good audiobook to listen to. Actually, talking about say like Vietnam and talking about Vietnam and Malaya and sort of thing, which is called "Learn to Eat Soup with a Knife." It's basically about like Britain's involvement in Malaya and how they tried to help with advising the Americans in Vietnam and how that didn't really go well, i.e. the Americans really just ignored them. The Australians had served in Malaya and they knew how that's why the Australian experience of Vietnam is somewhat different to the Americans, i.e. it was a lot more successful. I forgot about the shell. Oh, yes. Is it an Argentine film? I thought it was a Dutch film. Oh no, so sorry, I've got it all bloody mixed up, haven't I? Sorry, yeah, forget what I'm saying. Yeah, no, sorry, yeah. Yeah, they forgot about. Oh, is it on Netflix now? About the Shelts, that one. If that's the case, that's good because I'll definitely watch that because I've seen the trailers for that. Answer the Kenny's one, Dental Soldiers. Yeah, the France. That's an Argentine film. Okay, I'll give that a watch. Yeah, sorry, I've got all my comments mixed up. Mad Mick is a good documentary. Is it Mad Mick or Mad Mitch? Oh yes. Mad Mitch and his like tribal law. Yeah, about Aiden basically in Crater City. Yeah, no, I've seen that documentary. It's really, really good because he's with the Argyle Southern Highlanders. Yeah, because after that, a couple of their guys get killed in Crater. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. And the sort of BBC reporters are just like how surprised they are about the whole thing. Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, then again, they were pissed off. Their guys have just been killed. Yeah. It's about the siege of Crates. Yeah, Crater, yeah. Yeah, no, I do love that. Yeah, it's a good documentary. Well, I love stuff about Aiden. It's so interesting. Like you had the BBC series a few years ago called The Last Post. It was okay. It was okay. Some of it was a bit bloody ridiculous. Like, why the hell are the RMP doing the jobs of regular line infantry units? Like, which made no bloody sense at all. Yeah, the Irish guys. Yeah, it was a bloody shit show. It really, really was. But it's very, very interesting. Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was determined to basically teach the people of Creta and the terrorist groups within Aden a lesson, basically. Yeah, it's yeah. And then literally not long after that, then you've got the because that was in 62, I think it was 62, 63. I think Aden was roughly anyway. Because you had the stuff going on in Oman similar time as well. Then after that, you had the situation and the counter insurgency, well, kind of counter insurgency, but basically dealing with an actual nation, which was Indonesia during the Indonesian confrontation in Borneo in 63, 63, 64, 65, or 64, yeah, right about 65, 66. And then you had Operation Banner in 69. In Ireland, Northern Ireland, I should say. Sorry. Yeah, it's that whole period is basically counterinsurgency on counterinsurgency. I think he did. I think he did. Yeah, I think he did become a mercenary. Yeah, as far as I remember. Yeah, I think you both still at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I believe he did become mercenary. Yeah. As far as I remember, I definitely have to look that documentary up again. But I know there's another documentary that was made, or some videos made about like his career afterwards. Yeah, the Rhodesian Bush Wars. That's another thing, like the Rhodesian Bush Wars as well. That's an area of history which is really, really interesting. Again, like with anything, there's a whole political carpet of crap that goes over it, but that's just how it is. But yeah, it is really, really interesting, as I say. But yeah, I want to go into more detail about post-war operations and wars and all that sort of jazz, just because it's something that's not talked about a lot much. Simon and Rifle Memorial Channel does a really, really good service of talking about the kit and etc. and along those sort of lines, and especially like things like the Royal Navy and as well, which is great. Of those periods, their cameras like Unicorn. Yes, yeah. Tell me about it. I know What Price Glory USA make reproductions of it now, and it's actually quite good. It's actually apparently quite good. But yeah, originals is just like, yeah, it's like rocking horse crap at the moment. It's difficult. But some people do get politically charged over just kit, which is so stupid. It really, really is. Doing a piece of an Irish lad that was in trouble here went to Legion. Oh wow, that'd be cool. That'd be really, really good, John. That'd be brilliant. I'll definitely watch that if you're doing a video on it. It'd be great. Definitely into that. But yeah, I've got to watch that video on the shelf because that's really interesting. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. That'd be really, really good to go. Okay, I'll take a few more questions and I think I'll wrap it up in a bit. Welcome to Op Banner. Oh yeah. You don't know, if you who don't know John, he was Irish Army and he had to deal with the stuff on the other side of the whole thing. So yeah, it's crazy. It really, really is. The whole thing is just it's like from political standpoint, it's a shit show because you can, like, whatever side you think or talk about, you can never win. Doesn't matter what it is. Like John's had it with like stuff on when he's talked about the IUC or he's talked about British troops, etc. And same with me. Like the comments I've had on my Northern Ireland videos is just bizarre. Yeah, and like yeah, no, I do like it. Is kind of cool, especially when you got on like files and that. It does look really cool. But like when we were at the Rhodey Bush War, that's just a whole charge thing of like, oh, they're racist, all this and that. It's just, yeah. I'm not in it for the politics. I'm just in it for the kit. I'm doing a video on the kit. It's got nothing to do with politics. It's just like, this is what was being worn. This is what was being used at the time. Keep the politics out of it. But yeah. See the video about the son of the Bren from the Battle of Jediville. Very interesting. Yeah, no, it is a good video, mate. Some of the Force Research Unit stuff is a tad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is a bit. But that's not with anything. There's always some, like, kind of a bit seedy nature to anything that really happens. Like, even during the Civil War with the British as well. Like, you've got Mirza al-Kabir. That wasn't exactly a great bit of our history, but then again, it was necessary to basically stopping the Germans from capturing the French fleet. But if Admiral Dalland hadn't been such a moron and actually spoken to the captain who was sent out to the French flagship at Mirza al-Kabir, we would have avoided a bloodshed. But that's just how it is. Yeah, I can get into a whole thing about Mirza al-Kabir as well. Don't get me started. Yeah. I must say, if you want a good video about Mirza al-Kabir, actually, check out Drakenfell on YouTube. Basically, if you want naval history, go to him. Also, check out his video on the Voyage of the Damned. It's hilarious. But yeah. So, I think I'm definitely going to have to do stuff about Model 2 Parakeet again, because the first video I did on it got blocked. It was a shame because I got into full kit and done like a whole stage by stage kind of thing. And normally I've deleted the original copies of the videos now that I've recorded, so it's kind of lost unless I can sort of cut up the video that's currently there. But the thing is, the way YouTube cut the music out has made it desync now from the main speech, so it looks crap. You would have thought waving a white flag for the French would be an easy... Yeah. yeah, you would have thought. But yeah, this was post the fall of France. This was the... it was a shit show at the time. Are you alright, Rick? Sorry. Okay. That's quite funny. Do you have any bushwalk? No, I don't, sadly. No. It's a big hole in my pocket if I go into that. And I think Simon's got the same opinion as well. We'd love to, but we don't have any money spare to get into that deep, expensive hole of a... Yeah. Anyone want a French rifle? Yeah. I do like the French jokes. Like, I've got to give them props though. Like, they held up for the entirety of basically the Great War, up until the Franco-Prussian War. Basically, the French were very powerful. Like, they had a huge standing army, massive standing army. It's just, and they were very well equipped. But the fact is, it was the certain generals and then the political state of the French government at the time which let the army down majorly. Do like a G3. I do like a FAMAS as well, but I would rather have a I'll let you 5A2 or 3. I know the SE gets a bad rap. The A1 was a piece of shit. Yes, I do agree. But post that, it's actually quite a good rifle. But the FAMAS is good. I would like an or AEG as well. I know, obviously, John used the AUG. I think he said he used the AUG. I do like the AUG. Ooh, John's got some bushwalk kit. Nice. Yeah, not well led at all. It's a shame. The French army had so much potential, but because it's so badly led, it was let down. They had good troops, good equipment, good tanks. Obviously, most of their personal equipment hadn't really advanced on much since the Great War, but yeah, it's just how it is. I can cope with the N85, but I wouldn't pick it. Yeah, fair enough. But must say that the A2 and the A3, They've had so many improvements now. It's a very good rifle. But yeah, there are. The thing is, I'll still pick a bloody L1A1 SLR over AUG L85 FAMAS any day, or even an M16. I'll definitely have a L1A1 SLR. That thing is a battle rifle. That thing is Oh, the HK fixed it. It's awesome. UK owned HK. Yeah, UK did own HK at the time. So technically, it was a British company when they did the thing, and then the German owners took over again, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Give me a 1A1 any day. This one, I like the quick questions. I like liking this. I can definitely do this a bit more. SDG. Yeah, no. A friend of mine. Oh, excuse me. A friend of mine does Swiss Cold War. So he's I think he's got an SDG W57. So and was talking to me about doing a comparison between British Cold War kit and Swiss. So that's in the pipeline soon. So I'll let you know when that will be a thing. That'd be really good. So we'll do a comparison of that. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. Wait, Buffalo, is that Levi? I'm trying to think. If that's Levi, hi mate. Yeah, with the I forgot what it was called now. I forgot what it was called, but it's basically like I think it's a German manufacturer. Isn't it? I think it's a HK manufactured firearm. Basically, it's like an oversized M4 kind of platform, or AR-15 kind of platform, but with in 7.62. Yeah, I'm not surprised you all your favourite thing, John. I know where your loyalties lie. You and those damn Austrians. Yeah, no, tell me about it, mate. Yeah, deactivated GPMGs are difficult to come by sometimes, and can be stupid prices. And there's a company that make really like amazing replicas and like full steel replicas. Obviously they can't be fired, but they basically work exactly like the real thing. They're like $3,000. And $3,000 is crazy. Yeah, a friend of mine basically started off with a FN or something Bravo, what the Americans call it, airsoft, and basically is configure it to basically have crap tons of like original GPMG parts, like the Woodstock's web version and the sort of plastic stock version, etc. With all like loads of real steel bits of the GPMG on it, and it looks brilliant. He also did the same with his L85, his SLR, his Sterling. Yeah, so I'll have to get some pictures up about it because it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, 249 Bravo. Yeah, thank you. Cheers, John. Yeah, 249 Bravo. Yeah, in my mind, it's still a GPMG. Americans can call it as much as they want, or FN Mag, really, but you know how it is. But no, stuff is getting expensive these days. It's crazy. Like the strangest stuff I've seen. Yeah, I'm the general. Yeah, the GMGP. I'm the general using this machine gun with fucking purpose. But like even like £58 webbing is getting like just even that, some people are asking stupid money for it because I think I would never pay more for a nice minty set. I would never pay more than 50 quid for a set, and even that's a high mark. The most I've seen one is there was someone who popped up on one of the Facebook selling pages, and excuse me, and basically said he had a nice unused, unissued set of 58 pattern webbing. And it was minty. It was all like early dated, but it was like the early sort of like third pattern of stuff kind of thing. I think it was. And he was asking 250 quid for it, and then plus another £20 postage. I think the roundabout most comments were "you can go fuck yourself" kind of sort of thing. Not really. No. There are heavy weapons platoons. So the GPMG and the light support weapons and the heavy support weapons are generally on battalion level this time, but they're generally subjugated to, say, a separate company. So we'd have a heavy weapons company or platoon with the battalion or, say, company that's in the field, really. That's how it works. The MG battalions sort of ceased existing kind of after the Second World War. As a thing, they became more integrated with the battalions because it was much easier to manage. Because the way the light support weapons went into post-war period, especially with the introduction of the GPMG in the late 50s, early 60s, and then the Vickers machine gun being relegated to a more support role, so it would then be sort of mixed with the. So basically, the Vickers machine gun was replacing the set in the late 60s, early 70s with basically the sort of 3-inch mortar, I think it was, because that's basically the role it was playing at that point. Still a great bit of kit, but yeah, the MG battalions kind of sort of ceased to exist really at that point, post-war anyway. How much I've gone? Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's absolutely stupid. I've seen some good price ones still, like for like £20-30, or what's that, about 60 €50-60 on that Facebook Marketplace. So still not too bad. That's like with the Mark V or even the Mark IV liners scrimmed up in that, so not too bad. But I've seen someone go for 100 quid. It makes no sense. The problem I think is as well, people mark them up as Mark IIIs and feel they could charge anything for it when they're not a Mark III. Yeah, 50. Yeah, people will charge stupid fucking money for 58 pattern weapon these days. They're stupid. Like even for single pouches, like Mark II and Mark 1 stuff. If you had a full set of Mark 1, I could see someone charging £100 for it because that stuff is rare now. I give it that. But for the later stuff, no. You can go. You can jump on your bike, mate. Quid for the Clansman aerial pouch 40 blade. Jesus Christ, that is silly. Depending on the unit, GPMGs are carried in sections. Paras and commandos carry them in sections. Basically. Yeah, it's carried within sections and with the battalion itself. Like there's pictures of the 50s and 60s where some infantry battalions have like Vickers machine guns now, and it's not in the MG battalions, like say like during the war you had the Middlesex, you had the Kensingtons, you had the Manchesters and units like that, which were machine gun battalions, and then companies of those battalions or even platoons would join a standard infantry battalion or whatever for an assault or a mission or whatever task they had to go really. But yeah, post-war it's very much different because you had GPMGs and L4 Brens on the sort of platoon section level kind of thing. Yeah, one per platoon basically. Yeah, like for example, like the L4 Bren, the 762 version was used up until the last time it was in proper combat use was Northern Ireland, but in a sort of a major battle kind of use, it was used in the First Gulf War. Mounted on vehicles and God knows what else, but yeah. Yeah, basically like a section size. Basically, like it's filling what the Bren did for the British Army during the Second World War and vice versa. The GPMG is good. I do like a Bren though, especially like an L4 Bren. I do like an L4. Something about it. The flash huddle looks really cool as well. But yeah, I think. All right, I'll go on a little bit longer. I'll go to. I keep saying that extend it. I was meant to win like 45 minutes ago, but yeah, we'll keep going for a little bit longer because I'm enjoying this chat. So, yeah. This is my first one, so I thought I might as well just string it out a bit more. But yeah, we've got 6 viewers at the moment, so it's not too bad actually. It's going all right. So let's see. Frankly. Awesome. Cool. So, any little pickup lately? Any new purchases for anyone? Yeah, I bet you that was fun carrying the GPMG, mate. Then again, that amount of firepower, yeah. Good Jimpy. Because I know the British Army has removed the Mini-Me from service now as well, several years ago, as far as I'm aware. The 5.56 Mini-Me, which was always a bit bizarre. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Hang on, John, I made you a moderator. I thought I'd make you a moderator, so. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's very cool, I should say. That's really cool. Night watch helmet. That's really cool. Have you done a video on that yet, or is there one up? If normally guys who served up like getting promoted because it gives them responsibility. No, I make you a moderator, so at least that's all sorted there and then. So, yeah. So I've got some people. Actually, I think. I like you on as well, Kenny. You've been really, really good and appreciate it. Oh, jeez, I did the wrong hole. Oh, horrible. You're welcome, mate. You're very welcome. Yeah. Yeah, no, he seems like a good bloke. Yeah, really appreciate it. Really, really do. Oh, excuse me. Cool. Oh, nice. What, British one or German or Italian or what was it? I'm guessing British because it's you, Ricky. God. Yeah, you bought. Was the Night Watch helmet a recent pickup, John? If so, that's such a good little find. I'll send me a picture of that. I don't really bought much lately because I've been skint as fuck. Apart from, oh, you're gonna really love this. Give me a minute. Probably find them. There they are. So, Jim, he says he might give up his channel. Oh, that's cool. Jim. So I've bought these from. So these are original early war. Well, as far as I'm aware, they're original early war anklets. So with like the brass tabs on, etc. And there's like you can see the date, etc. There. So 1942. So actually fairly late war for these style of anklets. Oh right, Jim and Timber too. Oh, cool. That's good to know anyway. See, I got these from Etsy. And the picture, how they had it, how they had both of them was basically like, one was like that, the other was like that in the picture. And my brain didn't figure out that these are the same fucking size. So they're both bloody handed bloody anklets. So I got these, I blancoed them, and it wasn't until I got to the event. Yeah, so that was great. So I've got two fucking right-handed bloody, yeah, great, innit? So that was fun when I got to the event doing early war. The weekend just been at Wallingford at war, so that was great. So I had to wear one upside down backwards. Fun. Yes, that's my little thing, like recent purchase, which I really regret doing now. But it's a shame because they're both original and they're like both numbered the same. It's really weird. It's really weird. Like it's almost like they've been. Yeah, it's strange. I might just end up getting them moved and restitched to the other side, possibly, and see what happens. What I can do. But yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, tell me about it, mate. Yeah, something's gone wrong here. So I think instead of getting a new pair, I think I might remove the tabs and that on one side, and then put them on the other side. Move them over. Try and fix them because it does piss me off, which is such a shame because that's the original stitching. So I don't know. It was the only pair they had, so I'll see. I'm going to contact them and see if I get my money back or something. I don't know. I'll see what I can do because I've bankered them now, so they're not going to want to take them back. So sent you some. Oh, wicked! Cheers, mate. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. When does that date from? Is that Victorian or was that early 20th century? Yeah. Yeah, no one will notice. But that's 1958, really? It just seems like Victorian. Yeah, definitely. Let's get through that bloody stuff because it's obviously it's webbing, obviously. So yeah, it's a shame because like they're really nice. They're really nice, like labeled as well. Oh god, let me just get the thing in there. Really nicely dated, etc. Obviously, it looks backwards on the camera, but really nice. It's a shame. And also had to spend another 13 quid or whatever it was on the on the Blanco as well. It took me by the end for forever. So, but these things happen. That's when they started to come out of service. From the okay. Yeah, no, tell me about it, Rick. Tell me about it. Yeah, that's really cool. Look, that looks really, really cool. That's nice. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but yeah, cool. So I'll probably probably wrap it up here. I'm saying this for the brilliant time, but this has been quite enjoyable, and there's 4 people still on, so I really appreciate it. I'll probably do a video about some other little bits, some Cold War stuff. Short little videos, maybe like 10-15 minutes long, so not too extensive. So, but little single items and that. Do check out the TikTok. So it's Jake Brown 47. Don't know about the 47. It's just what was available. But yeah, so I've got some few videos over there. Definitely go and follow on there. So get my followers up, which would be great. So once I get to 1,000, I can live stream and then do co-live streams with other people. So like Steve Davis of Living History UK, etc. So yeah, all good and good. I'm free, Mr. Humphreys. I'm free. When stuff like that happens. Yeah, tell me about it, mate. It's a pain in the arse. It really, really is. Hated putties. Oh yeah, putties. Yeah, putties, gators. I do prefer putties because at least they stand a bit better, and when they ride up, they don't dig like these bastards do. These ones weren't actually too bad. Even when I had them upside down, they didn't ride up like my later war ones. So I've got leather tabbed ones. I've got so like the tabs themselves. So I've got leather tabbed ones, which say 41 onwards. I've seen the ones even earlier actually. Obviously these are brass tabbed and they're 1942. So which is very late, and British broad arrowed as well. I've got ones which was just the webbing tab, but without the brass tips on as well. There's loads of different types. So yeah, I did get into an argument once before with a bloke who commented on one of the photos I put up on a group on Facebook, who said that I've got leather tabbed gaiters, so they're post-war and I shouldn't be wearing them. And there was a bunch of other stuff that he commented on as well, which is just unnecessary and just like it wasn't like helpful criticism. It was more like slagging off kind of thing, which was out of order. And thankfully, there were other people in the comments who sort of told him to go to where stick is, buddy. There's opinion, but yeah. If anyone ever says like all about the leather tabs, they're wrong. They're wartime. Like my ones are like 42 dated, and those famous photos of Hughes Payne in Normandy showing his kit. He's wearing leather tab anklets. So yeah. Yeah, it depends on the type. The Italian ones are lace up and will take. A friend of mine does Napoleonic. Who've done like the Napoleonics. They like button up and it can be one. Yeah, it's a feat in itself. It takes you 10 minutes just to get those on its set. It's crazy. Yeah, we had this thing in the army called boots and rubber bands. Just simple. Yeah, yeah. Tell about it. Like when the combat highs came, and you could literally just use twist ties or basically called twist ties. Just to blouse the trousers over the boots. Brilliant. Basically, what I do with the short putties, and for like British Army, the Rhine and Northern Ireland, I'll wrap the putty around the boot, etc., around the top, and then I'll put a twist tie over, and then thing the trousers over that. So the twist tie sits on the top, halfway down the putty, so it keeps it all out, and it keeps the boot in tight as well, and I don't have to worry about my trousers pulling out of the putties and all that sort of stuff. Make sure you do well. Anyway, this is all time that I've got tonight. Good night. Night, mate. Have a good one, buddy. In cadets, tuck my trousers into my socks and blouse them over, say, buying twisties. Yeah, that's all about it. No, I do like twisties, though. They are really, really helpful. Our captain made us wear them. The sergeant always let us take them off. Yeah. I say the elastic. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, actually. Hey, Steve. Good to see you back, mate. Crazy. We just talked about these lovely things, Steve. As you all know well about the whole story about these things. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up moving these to the other side and vice versa. So on one of them. So all that fun times. Yeah. Be moving those over. But yeah, that'd be all fun and games. All fun. But yeah, so yeah, mostly we just sort of pop back in, but I'm probably going to be cutting off the stream here now. We're going for 2 hours now, so and it's been good. It's been really fun. So yeah, really appreciate you guys dropping in and say hello, and we'll have a nice short chat. And again about the strange interruptions throughout the whole thing as well. So yeah, but yeah, so that was amusing the weekend. Yeah, it definitely was, mate. Yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass, but it worked. It wasn't too much of a notice, but I knew it was there, so it did piss me off a bit. But that's how things. You can't play an injured man with Definitely, mate. Definitely. Right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna knock it on the head now. So I really hope you enjoyed. Yeah. So thank you. Stay tuned for the next one. Hopefully, with maybe next week, probably for the next live stream. I'll try and do maybe like once a week, or once every other week or something. But yeah. But no, it's been good. It's been good to have sort of a chat with you guys properly. And yeah, not just through like just the normal comments where it takes a bit of a while to reply. It's nice to just see it then and get an instant reply ready as well. So yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed, guys, and see you for the next one. Bye, guys.